Good morning. Pens down, pencils down. You will be graded on the work that you completed. Sorry if you didn't get to finish in time. That's what it is. You should have been prepared for the test ahead of time. And good luck on the grades. I wield a heavy pencil, a heavy red pencil. So, good morning. How are y'all this morning, Schmevelin? Thanks for the 20 more months of subs. Schmevelin's going to come up later in this stream. So, good morning from Toronto. Feels like 9 today, but we don't have any snow, unlike your Northeast. So, what do we got today? It's pretty cold here. We have feels like 28. That's pretty cold for me. That's why I was wearing this outside, and I just rolled it right into the inside. Class 24, 17 months of subbing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Awesome. So yes, good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Happy stream day. Looking at all these messages here. Alan has not bought any pens all year. I think he got it. I think he accepted delivery of like a huge pen like December 31st. So I don't really think that counts. That's like fudging the rules, which I'm all for. So I don't think I've bought. Have I bought? Yeah, we're going to talk about a pen that I bought today. As a matter of fact, speaking of Schmevelin. Yeah, so your roommate died or something, your dog ate your homework, your computer didn't get plugged in, something. Hey, Loveless. I'm going to delete that. How do I do that? I want to delete this message, but it's not really letting me. What do my things do? If I do this, will it erase it? It won't. Why can't we delete messages? I was seeing if that would clear it out. Oh, I think it did. Perfect. Digging the cap. Yeah, this is my Mitchell Batco cap. Friends with Jeremy Mitchell, who makes awesome stuff. Y'all should go follow him on Instagram. And it's a wool cap, so I needed the little bit more warmth today. Yeah, I got it deleted. But I couldn't figure out how to delete the message, so I just clicked a timeout. When you time someone out, it wipes their messages, so I just did it for 1 second. Yep, no problem. But what I'm actually more concerned about was me not being able to figure out how to just delete a message. Was there no refill email this weekend? Yeah, you missed it. There was definitely a refill email this weekend. A good one, I might say. Some would say it was a good one. That would be me. Where are the mods? The mods are all over the place, but I have all the tools back here, and I can't. Let me know, Foolish Fox, and I'll send you the link. So yeah, we launched a notebook in. I don't have it in here to show you, of course. That's how I roll. I am not prepared today whatsoever. I don't think you're able to delete without a timeout or ban. Yeah, so I just hit the 1 second timeout, and that wiped the message. We really wanted that out of there. So that worked. Yeah, I launched a notebook. Y'all showed out. I had last I checked, there was 150 orders. But I hadn't checked since Sunday. So when we're done here, we're not gonna go super long today because I'm heading from here back to shipping. I shipped out 101 orders, Pen Addict orders. And I have a lot more to go. I have some of the bigger orders. Some of you ordered quite a few, which I appreciate. Y'all are awesome. Thank you so much. You should do a shipping stream. The internet's so bad. That I don't have the same internet in my shipping room as I do here in the house. So I could do it on my phone. It would probably be terrible for y'all. You'd be curious to see the setup. It's not bad. I'm kind of happy with my shipping setup. It's tight. It's, a maze of boxes. But I will do a shipping set. I will do a shipping stream when I have less orders to ship. And then with the addition of spoke pins and the fountain pins coming like in a month, I'm gonna have to rearrange. Like I should probably wait till I get it rearranged, and I have to take down some stuff, rebuild some stuff to get it back into order. Pictures in the meantime, sure, yeah, very, very sure. I'll take some pictures today. But yeah, it's good. Like it's crazy lucky, like how we lucked into this house, and then like what my job and business became. To have this space to do that is pretty cool. Can you reveal which fountain pens you went with? Are you talking to me? Which fountain pens I bought? I did buy a fountain pen this week. Fountain pens coming that quickly? Probably another month. But yeah, I mean, we ordered them back in December. I'm guessing you had a late night. My shipping notice came in around midnight Central. That's weird. No, because you should have gotten shipping notices probably on Sunday, and then I didn't drop the packages off until Monday morning. Sometimes they won't send you the notice till they scan, but they should have scanned no later than Monday morning, because I give them a sheet, you give them like a single sheet at the end that says, hey, 101 packages, scan this one barcode to scan all these packages in. So I finally got a Monte Grappa. I really enjoy the nib, right? Like I'm shocked you didn't have like the Monte Grappa model before. That seemed like a U pen, like the all black Monte Grappa. The nib is fantastic. I'm super, super loving it. Which spoke fountain pen out of the fountain pen prototypes am I going to use? I'm going to use all of them. I have all the prototypes. So when we launch them, we'll launch the full size and the shorty. Mine came in around 10 Central, 1 a.m. That's so weird. Like, I don't have anything to do with that. Like, as soon as I print the label, you should... Oh, how many did you end up inking up? I'm tracking Hobby 100. We'll talk about that. Yeah, you should get... Tony, yours has not shipped yet. You will see a shipping notice today, theoretically, but what everyone else is saying, it's really delayed on the mail. When I create the label, you should get your initial email saying the label's been created. So, who knows? Foolish Fox currently lusting over the new shown black faceted aluminum. I wasn't sure you could do that with aluminum, so yeah. Oh, Freebirth, thank you for having Gina on a couple months ago. Going to send some pins over her this week. She rules. She's the best. You should have a script that automatically moves me to the top of the queue. The problem is, Tony, I'm going to send you the brick. I would have shipped yours already, but the brick doesn't do good in envelopes, and I don't have a lot of extra boxes right now. I haven't ordered any boxes recently, so I'm having to scrounge and scavenge the boxes that I do have. Otherwise it would have shipped. So I did as many orders as I could that were straightforward. So now I'm going to go into the more complex orders, which are high quantities, high volume. Like those should go first because technically you paid more, but they're going to ship in a pretty standard time frame. Writing a new script to move Tony to the end of the queue. Brad, in the We Are Now Under New Ownership podcast, you talk about a Lamy ballpoint that takes non-Lamy refills. I can't find it in the show notes. What's it called? So the Lamy Tipo is one of their least expensive pens. It's like $12 US, and it fits the Pilot G2 compatible refills, which what I use is the Juice. But anything that's a G2 compatible refill, which is a lot more than the Pilot G2 and the Pilot Juice, should fit in the Tipo without modification. So you should just be able to swap it straight in and go to town. All my juices have swapped right in. I haven't ordered the new colors yet. I'll wait. I ordered the Safari colors from Europe, but I'm going to wait on the Tipo colors till they get to the US. Hey, Luna. I hope you're enjoying the snow. Did you go outside and sing in the snow? I bet you did. My phone is blowing up. So, busy day today all the way around. So, we've done school drop-off. We've done physical therapy. We're back here doing this. We're going straight from this into shipping. Then we're going into school pickup. Then we're going into baseball practice pickup. Is it winter in your house? I can get away with this because you just wear a t-shirt under it. So, and we keep it cool in our house anyway. And I'm going right back out. I've been out all morning, and then I'm going back out after this. So, like, I just wear this like a hoodie. So, otherwise, I'd put on like a different shirt and a jacket. Made a snowman on Sunday. Recent migrants from the desert to Chicago. So yeah, that was a mess. All right, what did I miss? My brother got me the Retro Tornado Raven in a ride yesterday. That's a cool pen. OSU. Oh, got a William Hanna pocket notebook cover just for these. Have to decide between the PA 849 and Spoke Orange Crush. I need to build out a Pen Addict EDC kit. I still haven't emailed William Hanna. That's on my list. I've been really busy. Stretch got 6 inches overnight and expecting another 7 through this evening. Let me see if my sister posted on Instagram. She'll sometimes post snow pics. Nope. She hadn't posted in a while. I'll have to hit her. They had 12 inches yesterday afternoon, and I know more of it was coming, so. My son just told me that our new TV has a Twitch app available. Nice. So, speaking of ink swatches, I'm so busy today, I didn't want to break out the swatch pad. I'm going to try to do that on Thursday. We'll kind of flip it up this week to where we'll just do like an hour and a half today stream. Then we'll try to go a little bit longer Thursday, which I should be freed up to do, which means we can do some ink swatches, so that'll be cool. 9 inches on top of leftover snow from a week or so earlier. That's got to be rough. That's when it starts getting hard to like shovel the sidewalk, right? Like, I love Twitch on Apple TV just when I have to pull up chat on a second device. Yeah. Twitch is much better in bigger screens and computers and laptops. Mobile is hard. I actually should take this this jacket off just because it's shining in the lights, and every time I move around it recalibrates the lights, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah, mobile is the worst Twitch platform, which you would think they would invest more into that, but whatever. Good morning, Miss G's Crafties. All right, so right before I went live, I was catching up in my theme system journal from yesterday. I forgot to do yesterday's entry last night. Got really sidetracked last night. And finally, chat, y'all are going to yell at me for this, finally started watching The Mandalorian with Tyler. So we started that last night. I got distracted from my normal evening routine, but I'm okay with that. We only watched the first 2 episodes. No spoilers yet, but once we've started now, we'll rip them off real quick. And it's only an 8-episode series, and some of the episodes are like 30, 40 minutes, so we'll rip through it pretty quickly. So we didn't start it when we said we were going to start it, but we have finally started it now, so I'm a little bit confused. We've had steady snow for 24 hours. Do you mind, where are you at, Foolish Fox, if you don't mind saying? I'm just curious. It's got to be Northeast, right? Best series ever? Yeah. So, so we finished the 2nd episode last night. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to spoil anyone else. I haven't been spoiled. Shockingly, I don't know how I hadn't been spoiled, but I have no interest in. What am I doing? Sorry. No interest in spoiling that for anyone. So. It's because you're never on Slack. I've been on Slack more the past week than I think I ever have been in the entirety of Slack. Like, if I didn't I happened to be on Slack when you said that about the post missing. I wouldn't have known that if anytime soon, and I had just done that like 5 minutes ago. I just happened, how I even saw your post saying, hey, wasn't there a post? And it triggered my memory that, hey, something was weird when I was fixing a different post. It didn't go how I expected, and it turns out I vanished the wrong post somehow. That was all on me, but I didn't notice it. So there you go. Slack to the rescue. Started watching the new rendition of All Creatures Great and Small. I bet that's pretty good. So I had plans to talk about stuff today, and a couple of new. Let's do some new products. I got a couple of new things. I'll finish my theme system writing when I wrap up today. I'm a little discombobulated today, chat, if you couldn't tell. A lot going on. Let me double check here. My list. All right. 2 new pens arrived yesterday. One from a Kickstarter that I honestly forgot about, and one that I purchased. Oh, what pens did I ink up? Sorry, I missed that question. I missed following up on that question. So I still have my Montegrappa Mia Meteor Shower, and then I just inked up the Otto Hut Design 03. Are y'all going with Otto Hut or Otto Hut? Or neither? Is it like way more German than that? So this is the Design 03 extra fine steel nib. Let's switch the cam switch. Otto Hut. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm going with it. So Design 03 metal barrel here, thinner metal section up front, extra fine black plated nib. It's got some weight to it. I'm going to review this on Monday. I'm really enjoying it. I've had my kind of ups and downs thoughts on it. You know, I've changed my mind a couple times on it, from yes to maybe to yes to maybe to yes. It's never been no. So yeah, that's that. That's what I inked up. So there you go. That's the entirety of the answer, Beth. But that's probably going to change. So the 2 pens I have inked up are the Montegrappa Mia in Meteor Shower and the Otto Hut Design 03. So I'll do the big review on this one for Monday. What ink? I almost forgot. Mont Blanc Petrol Blue, which I bought last summer, I think, and have never inked it. So for some reason with my black pens, I like blue-black inks, and petrol is kind of that, and then that blue-black category. So I don't know what it is about the black pens that really, really make me want to go blue-black ink as opposed to like a purple or green or an orange or a bright blue. They just tend to really encompass what I want from a match kind of thing. The Mia is not in reach, unfortunately. I can go grab it in a minute if we have time. It's on my desk in my bedroom, so which is across the house. But I can go get it. It's a really great pen. The nibs are so different in these 2 pens. They're both extra fines, but they write enormously different. I don't think I have a good writing sample that I can share. That's not private information with this one yet. It's fine. This if you've ever used a Lamy extra fine nib, it's like that, which is great. I like that, but it is way wider than something like Montegrappa's extra fine nib. Need to be talked to out of a Montegrappa Mule. It's a no-brainer if I hadn't missed all the clearance sales and it wasn't fullish price. The Mule's a great pen if you like the copper barrel, as long as it's one of the newer models that has switched over nibs. I think they've switched those over to Jowo nibs. They were originally Bach because that was when they were still using Bach nibs at the time with the Mules. So I don't know what the transition period was like for the Mule. It's only dark pens that make you want blue-black. Yeah, well, I have a dark pen I'm about to show you in a minute that will definitely not have blue-black. I just got the non-copper version of that pen. I like it a lot. Yeah, it's a great shape and it's a great feel. So yeah, Mont Blanc Petrol Blue. I guess you'd call it a blue black. It's in that range. It's certainly in that category. All right. This is a Inso Kickstarter. I don't even know which one this is, but it's long. Right? So there's my full-size Designo 3. I backed this campaign. I don't remember which one this is. Did anyone else do this? I really don't recall. Let's find out together. Is it the long, like, rounded titanium one? Oh, it's the Bic. It's the Bic. I was pretty excited about this. These are pretty cool. Ooh, wow. It's heavy. All right, so this is the Bic pen. So, screw cap made to fit the Bic refill. This is not the crystal, exactly the crystal refill, but the same internal inks and same mechanism. But it's got like the Bic stick refill in here. I'm guessing you just pull this out. That's how most of these are. Let's see. Yeah, so you just pull these out, and it's the stick refill. I forgot about this. This is cool. I was excited about this. They were only like $20. And the cap posts on both ends, screw, cap. That's a great shape and a great design. Yeah, W. That's a W. Totally forgot about this. So it's threaded here on the back. So those are threads right there, even though the camera's not picking them up well. So that little section there is threads. So there's threads deep in the barrel. Threads here on the front end. That's legit. I will totally use that. That one actually might stay on the desk here. It's got a really good length, which I'm surprised to say because it's longer than what these would normally be if you were using like the traditional Bic stick. But it's weighted so nicely that it's kind of nice. I'm gonna have to get some blue. Refills, blue Bic stick refills. Ow. Shit. Silly question. What does W mean? That's a win. It's a win, as opposed to an L would be a loss. It's just me being stupid, mostly. Yeah. So it's a big W. We count scoreboards here. So yeah, I like that. That's not. I'm gonna put the container back in the box because the pen is gonna stay out because I like it that much. Second pen I bought was the thing I said I was gonna do last week, and it came about quicker than normal. So we're going to talk more about Sailor pricing on the podcast tomorrow. I'm going to save that conversation for them because it's not really like a Sailor pricing conversation I want to have. It's just a pricing conversation I want to have in general. So I mentioned on the podcast, I should buy a Wicked Witch because they're going to vanish, right? Because the price is good. So Sailor is increasing prices across the board, not going forward. So previous versions of pens that are the same pen that they're making are going to be at the old price. These aren't going to get moved to the new price point. But going forward, the new price point will be in effect. So that's why I said if you wanted to, there was a Sailor pen you wanted, now is the time to get it. And I had a friend, let's call her Bevelyn, who heard my podcast. I had a text by the time I was done with the podcast. That doesn't work. Said, hey, I've got one. I've inked it once. It's not for me. Do you want to buy it? And, save a few bucks. And, yeah, so I did. So like these are 312 right now, full price. They're not going up, but they will go away, right? Your Frescas, your grays, your tangerines, your blues, your 4AMs, all those prices are going to stay. But as soon as the new price and the new products come out, people are going to go, I can get that for the old price. So I did the thing. I'm happy with this. What I didn't realize, did y'all realize that this is a translucent barrel? I had no idea until I saw someone maybe on Reddit shining a light through here. Like, you can't see that. It's reflecting like all my screens. So, where's my phone? Let's see if we can. So it's actually a translucent barrel. It's just so dark you can barely see it, which I think is kind of neat. Which I didn't realize, like in the product marketing, I don't ever remember talking about that there was some translucency on the barrel. Maybe on your YouTube channel, what I've heard about it there, if I watched your channel. Graphite Lighthouse is awesome. Graphite Lighthouse is one of the pens I've lost, is one of the missing pens. So the Lighthouse is one of the missing pens. I've told the story before. I have a Lighthouse. I do not know where it is. It has never been used. The racing green one's good too. I love the color of the nib. It's black but almost blue. Yeah, it's the way that plating's done. You want the tangerine? There's still some tangerines out there. You just got to shop a little bit. So yeah, thank you, Schmevelin. So I would have bought this from, I would rather buy it from a friend, especially when it's almost new. Like Schmevelin said, she's inked it once. I would rather buy it from a friend, but I would have totally bought this one from a retailer because the price jump is coming pretty big. I don't know how they're gonna how they're going to work it in. Are they just gonna transition as the products release? Probably so, right? But Hobby 100, I think it scrolled off my sheet. This is going to be a worldwide price increase, and I don't know that's going to be a flat number, but you're going to see increases across the board worldwide, not just the US market, worldwide market. So Rachel was on the Sailor North America Instagram yesterday explaining some of that. So there you go. That's what so not inked yet. See, Evan, not inked yet. So now what do we do? So I'm thinking what I always said I would put in this pen was Ackermann 28, the Hofguardier Grown, the really bright green. So I'm probably going to go with that first. Hot pink would probably be a second choice. Sorry, I'm talking to my daughter. She's having she hadn't been feeling good today. So she's at school. They're at school today. Keep up. I can't. You keep up. So yeah, I think a bright green is round one here. And I will probably get that inked up later today or tomorrow. So Hobby 100, then I will have 3 pens inked up. And then we'll go from there. Green fits with the witch theme perfectly. Yeah, I said this when it came out. Like, I think that's my call for the green, for this pen. Like, I don't have to have matchy, but I have to have a reason. Do y'all see that flashing on screen? There's literally nothing in here flashing. That's crazy. Yeah, Diamine. So that flashing was not on. I never saw it. There it is again. So it's my. So when my daughter texts me, my phone's over here. It must just be the reflection off the phone when the phone screen lights up. Good grief. Sorry. This is not my best day, chat. This is not my best effort. This is not my A game. We did not bring the A game today. I'm too stressed. I'm too stressed to be blessed. There goes Toby. It's on now. So yeah, we'll ink this up probably today. Medium fine nib. Medium fine nib in that one, which is a really great stock sailor nib. That's probably my favorite stock sailor nib. But I really don't go wrong with fine or medium, but medium fine is kind of the thing. Ghost, maybe Toby's seeing a ghost right now. I wonder if we're getting a package delivered. So, Kickstarter update wax canvas. I got 100 Sinclairs yesterday, which is the first batch of Sinclairs I've gotten. I have not opened them yet to inspect them. I hope they're good. Want a nice, easy spoke question. Does it fit all UMR1 refills? I assume it does. As long as is that the DM, is that the DX refill? It's the UM15. It doesn't fit the big one. It fits the 153, but not whichever one is the 1.0, like the white gel size. It does not fit those. So it'll fit the 0.28, 0.38, 0.5. It will not fit the 1.0s. Those are a different UM15 something, and they do not fit. I got excited one day. I was like, oh, I haven't tried the big refill. That's going to be pretty cool if people like this. It's a little bit different shape on the inside. It doesn't fit. So there you go. It's a pretty particular pen for a reason. And it doesn't fit a lot of refills. So how is the Sailor MF nib for small writing? I'm always conflicted. I mean, there's 2 steps down from that in Sailor's stock lineup. You can get EF and F. If the first words you tell me are small writing, I wouldn't start higher than a fine. I think the MF is the smallest I like to use. I think the M is the best writing pen. Like if you're doing a lot of writing, Sailor M nibs are great. But I have a good batch of EF nibs that I like. They're very fine. Can be scratchy a little bit, but I like that feedback. Yeah, I would start at a fine if you want small writing is probably where I'd go. I think extra fines are in the Sailors are an acquired taste. I'd rather have an extra fine platinum or pilot nib than an extra fine Sailor nib, if that makes any sense. Speaking of spoke, was Lamy a direct inspiration? That's a good question. I'd have to ask Brian because he came up with all the original ideas. He just likes, I would say Lamy is not an inspiration because Brian does not believe in minimal design, right? His designs are clean and sharp, but they're not minimal. He doesn't want to make tubes for pens, right? He's like, anyone can make a metal tube. This is what I'm going to do. And I don't think Lamy believes in that philosophy. I think they're more in the metal tube minimalism philosophy. So that's me putting answers in Brian's mouth, but based on our work and the conversations we have about creating products, I would think that's a fair assessment of the design philosophy. But it's really him. He's really good at what he does. You got it, Tainted Crimson. Y'all are giving me FOMO for the Witch. That's hilarious. So I'm going to wait till they sell out, and then I'm going to sell Schmevelin back hers at the new retail price. I think that's the play. Greetings from Paraguay. Thank you, Julio. Welcome. Oh, I'm just catching up on this. I finally took the plunge on a Platinum 3776 Century. Was trying to take a break from purchases at the beginning of the year, but succumbed, waiting for it to arrive. Nice. Nice. I'm going to get the Procyon Orange. That's a cool pen. Like, I could... We're going to have an interesting conversation tomorrow on the podcast. I'm going to save it for that. But you can assume it's going to be around the Sailor price increase. but not necessarily strictly a Sailor conversation. I keep bumping my hat and it keeps making me look like a dork. And then I keep touching it and it's like the wrong side of the mirror in the camera and it drives me crazy. Y'all are getting, I don't know what y'all are getting out of this stream today. I have ink on the way. I have no orders on the way. Any new products? It's not the hat that's making you look like a dork. That's fair. Like I'm okay with that. Sailor going up again? Yes. But according to them, they haven't had a price increase in quite some time, so that's a different story. Oh, and I ordered the linen toolboard night sky. Nice. Anything? I need to place some orders. I have some review products I need to get. Is there anything y'all want me to check out? Yeah, I like love you, Rachel. You might be watching today. She's a friend of mine, but the comment on Sailor hasn't done many price increases recently. I went, huh? Is that so? It's like, I was like, I almost wanted to bust out some archive.orgs, but I was like, I don't care enough to like to audit that, but like that does not feel correctly. Yeah. I think even, I'd have to go back and listen, but I think even the comment was like, maybe since like 2019. I'm like, that's pretty recent. That's pretty recent. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I like Twisby's, but the Procyon's up there. Yeah, I think the Procyon's pretty great. But yeah, if y'all want to hear a patented Brad ramble diatribe, tomorrow's going to be your day for the podcast. I'm not going in on anybody. I just want to have a conversation about what I'm seeing and have some thoughts. So there have been at least 2 in the past couple of years. I mean, it wasn't long ago where the Pro Gear Slim was like 120 to 140. Like that was in the past 5 years, right? I don't know. But yeah, it's going to be a worldwide increase. It's not a North American thing. We'll talk specifically about Sailor's update, but I'm going to have a bigger picture conversation that I want to have tomorrow. We can discuss it Thursday if y'all have some input. Tell me where I'm wrong in my assessment of the situation on Thursday. Actually, I would like your feedback. I love y'all's feedback. That's why I've been in Slack more. Oh, God. Not to get feedback, but just to like get more the word on the street. Slack is the word on the street. Back to things you need to check out. Kiwi Inks, if you haven't already. All right, thank you for getting me back on track. Alan must be a teacher telling me what to do. Ooh, no, I'm not going to write with that yet. I'm going to write with Motto. Got my first Sailor for about 100. Yeah, that's why I base Sailor's pricing on the Pro Gear Slim, because they're all relative. The Pro Gear Slim 1911S, standard Pro Gear 1911 large, they move in conjunction. They don't move one of those in a price without the other ones, and it's easier to see the baseline price in the Slim. All right. We're talking about Sailor price increases. Yeah, but just in general, I was just alluding to the fact that I'm going to talk about pricing tomorrow on the podcast, and I want to get some feedback on Thursday about the ideas I'm going to present tomorrow, but I'm going to save them for the podcast. Not specifically. It's related to Sailor, but not specifically Sailor. It's not like I'm going in on Sailor like they have to increase the price. They increase the price. That's the deal. All right, Kiwi Inks. So what we're talking about now is I need to refresh some of the review queue. So are there any products you're looking at? So Kiwi Ink, the Tabaldi pens, like I definitely need to get that. I saw Anna's Baldy ASC Club pins. That yellow one looks pretty sweet. Maybe I'll look at that one. Are there any non-fountain pen products that you want to look at? Sailor Kuoion. I don't even know what that is. What is that? Sailor Kuoin. Kuoin. About the Twisby Black Rose Gold. Which one? They're making a new one. Or is it the Eco? Which is the new Twisby Black? The new one, yeah. That's cool. Yeah, I saw that. They do a really... Their smoke acrylic is one of my favorites. It's like not too light and not too dark. It's like a really, really good... They did a good job on that color, and they've stuck with it. The new one is the Eco. Yeah. 580 sold out pretty quickly, or no? I think it did. I think the 580 sold out like real fast, or I'm misthinking. So, speaking of Twisby, I'm giving away the Cement Gray Eco on the blog today. Penaddict.com. You'll see the topmost post is the Twisby Eco in cement. But yeah, I like, as someone who doesn't really like the gold trim and the rose trim, the way Twisby lays them out, I do like those. Yeah, I thought the 580 sold out pretty quickly. I saw that giveaway. I didn't sign up since I already have one. Cool. Yeah, that's the good karma. That's the karma move. Leonardo Memento Zero Grande with the piston. I have one of those. That is in my short list of review items. Did y'all see the Ebonite Leonardos? I'm going to talk about those on the show tomorrow, if we have the time. I mean, they're not for me. They're too expensive, but they look cool. It's not that often you get... How many times do you see an Ebonite pen that is segmented out like Leonardo does, with the different parts of the pen, right? Like the end cap, there's a ring there. Usually Ebonites are more of a solid piece. Theirs are broken up just like all their other acrylics. It's pretty cool. Midori flower letter sets. Let me see those. The Golden Horse inked it up. That's great. I think that's going to be next month's members giveaway. It's going to be the Golden Horse, and I'll probably do like a notebook and an ink thing. This January, I did Woodshed Pen Co. All right, let me look at these. Let me see what y'all are showing me. Okay, so that's the Procyon. Yeah, we reviewed the yellow one, I think. Jeff reviewed that one, maybe. I'll probably get like the bright blue one or the white one for myself. I need to do that. Oh, they're $60. I didn't think they were that expensive. I mean, they're awesome pens. I just had in my mind that they were like 40. That's a cool pen though. And then the Midori letter pad I have not seen. This is like similar to the ones that Susan reviewed. I think I might have sent her this one as well. Yeah, these are really good price for like what they offer. I mean, it's Midori, so you know the paper quality is great. And the patterns are killer. Yeah, really cool on those. I love those. If I can convince the wife that I deserve any other pens after getting the Sailor, yeah, that's a tough sledding. auto mod. We got auto modded for AF. All right, what other stuff are you? What other stuff are you seeing that's cool? ASC Club. I'm gonna write the yellow one. Has anyone tried the new Blackwing notebooks, like the A5? Is it the same paper as they have been using? That's, I guess, my question. Tony, you have one. Do you like it, and is it the same internals? Because I think they're nice. I just don't know that I love the paper. I like the paper, but I might. They're the same as the old missized ones. Oh, that makes me laugh. Yeah, I was listening to the 1857 podcast on the way home, and Stuart was going in on the A5-ish size. I was like, yeah, get them, Stuart. Oh, the Sailor Kuin is that's the red and gold King of Pen. Red, gold, and black King of Pen. I didn't know the name of it. Stunning. Yes, that's amazing. Carrie, Fountain Pen Day. Got one. Like that's his style of pen. I've turned into a dowdyish curmudgeon about non-standard sizing. Like the team is still recruiting. Let's go. Standards, y'all. Carrie got one, but will he ever actually use it? I think so. I think he'll use it. Oh, you got one as well? They're beautiful. I mean, they're not for me, my style. How big is the KOP? Large. It's large in diameter. And then like the one that the chat's talking about is different than some of the ones that I have. They're like the Pro Gear model, right? Which is plastic. And then the Ebonite models are a little bit different. So they're large in diameter. He has a Rod and Pelican every time I see him still in plastic. That I believe. I've seen him use his King of Pens, though. I've bought one of his King of Pens, though, as well. So there you have it. Yeah, I'm not going to buy a pen to keep it in the plastic. But I thought that new King of Pen was beautiful. I'd have to sell off some of my King of Pens if I wanted that one. Luckily, that one doesn't check off my personal boxes for a pen that expensive. Rewizzles, 20 months of subbing. Why aren't there any alerts? Rip. Thank you, Rewizzles. Let's go. But those Pelican ones, those high-end Pelican Rodden and Maquier pens are some of the most beautiful. Like, I probably would never buy one of those because I wouldn't want to use it, and they're just crazy expensive. It's King of Pen. King of Pen is what we decided. Based on no S's anywhere. King of Pen. I fully intend to ink up my Aurora. When I get it, it'll be my most expensive pen to date. What do we call a group of them? A new car. We'll call those a Tesla. You say King of Pens? Yeah, I mean, I just say things like because they come out of my mouth that way. There's lots of King of Pens out there. I'll say that. But the singular product is the King of Pen. Yeah, we'll call those a mortgage payment. We found, when I was asking this on the podcast, I got this one picture repeatedly sent, was the traditional box packaging. Because they used to come in a big box with a bottle of ink, like the Ebonite ones would come in a big display box, and on the outside of all the display boxes was King of Pen. Kings of Pen. should be the plural, maybe. I always say king of pens. So, but Sailor's not, when we were looking it up, Sailor's not consistent on their website either. So, but the box packaging from the big display boxes, I'll say king of pen. Optima Violet Rose Gold. Oof, man, Aurora's making some really awesome materials right now. I'm really liking what I'm seeing. Do we have a date for when Sailor prices across the board are rising? That's my question. Like, is it just going to be slow rolled as the new product is released? It takes on the new price? Because they're not reverting any of the old pricing. Old pricing stays. Going forward, price change, but for everything. So I don't know what that means. I'm guessing it's just going to be as rollout happens. Doesn't someone in the community have contacts at Sailor that can get the official answer? That's a great question, Alan, that we will explore on the podcast tomorrow. That is a wonderful question. As it so happens, I have an answer to that. Wonderful question. Morning, I'm figuring all manufacturers raise prices this year due to the world situation. Absolutely. That's going to be the crux of the conversation tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not upset at Sailor, or I'm not going in on Sailor. I'm going to have a bigger picture conversation that is kicked off by Sailor. Oh, is meaning about the king of pen naming, not pricing? I guess. Yeah, I mean, I could ask. I just don't care that much. It's more fun to argue about it than to get a real answer. Yeah, but Sailor just does it for shits and giggles. I have a lot to say tomorrow that I don't know if I'm going to get technically correct, but I'm just willing to say it. So we'll see. Brad talks about pricing again tomorrow, so tune out if you don't want to hear that. I don't have a Zoom nib yet, and I'm wondering if I need to get a move on. It's never going to be cheaper than it is now. So there you go. I'm a guy that called the Rydell's company line to win an argument about how to pronounce the name. So did I do it right? I say it. I would just instantly looking at that word. I've never heard it in my life. I don't know what that company is. I call it Rydell. I don't know how you can spell that out. If I remember correctly, the Japanese language doesn't use plurals. You have to figure it out from context. That makes sense. So King of Pen is the accurate, yeah. Might have to listen tomorrow live, unfiltered. Yeah, there might be some editing. I can't tell you. It's been a long time since Mike has had to edit anything I've said on the podcast. And he's maybe only had to do it once ever where I said a cuss word. But it was probably when I was ranting about something like that. So, you know, it's a fair chance there might be some edits tomorrow. And unfiltered when I'll be at work. It's hard. Head full of ideas. I've gotten used to it. You get in the habit of doing that, right? I still cuss a lot in my day-to-day life, but for some reason I'm able to flip that switch behind the microphone. So I can't stop the sniffling though. Put that on my gravestone. Here lies in rest Brad Dowdy. He sniffles a lot. I even got better at the ums, and then sometimes I forget to focus. Like, you can focus on the ums and not do it, but then sometimes I don't focus on it, and I get in a little routine. So, but the ums don't bother me. But I am cognizant of that. If you catch me pausing is how I deal with my ums. I can catch myself a lot of times and just go pause and then continue on with it instead of letting the be my connector between my statements, letting the pause connect those things. And I've learned that over the years. I'm still not great at that. But if you ever find me pausing, it's because I know that's an spot. But in class with international students, it's really hard not to use idioms. Yeah, I can clean up the potty language, but the idioms are hard for non-native speakers. Totally. Cold, Brad? No, more lazy. So I've been out all morning, outside, taking the kids to school, going to PT. And then as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going back out. And like, I just have a t-shirt on under this. So this is like a hoodie jacket thing. And I just left it on. I'm not that hot in it. So. Raining cats and dogs is one of them. That's a good one. All right. What else do we need to do? I'm trying to keep it short today. I'm going to head out to the shipping department for the next 2 or 3 hours. Then I'm going to write the podcast, which that'll be easy because it's already in my head already. What else do we need to do? I think we're good today. What hat am I wearing? It's Mitchell Bat Co. So you should follow them on Instagram. They do really cool stuff. Jeremy Mitchell out of Nashville. Got to hang out with him a couple times in different events. Good guy. Question. Yeah, hit me. I'm not in a rush, but if I don't have anything else necessarily to discuss, but if y'all got stuff, hit me. Alamo Sweet, hello. How do I look at a sailor nib and tell what size it is? There's no way up. They're on the side of the nib. I don't think you're going to be able to see this here. But they put them right here. Let's see if I can get that to focus. So you can see the marking is right there. So it says H-MF. So that's where they are. Yeah, no, I remember going like, where's the thing? Where's the thing? And are we sure the H means hard? I don't think it does. But I mean, I know you're saying it for the joke, like it was hard MF, but. Hello, is this channel solely about pens or also about writing? We do a lot of writing on this channel. We just haven't been doing any today. Have you ever seen an S dash then, Tony? Do you have an S dash? I don't think I own an S dash. So it's just a remnant more than anything. I wish Bach would mark their nibs. I don't get that at all. So they just don't do the S anymore. But they've kept the H as a remnant. I gotcha. That makes sense. So yeah, Mary, we do some writing here. Probably on Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern Thursday. I'm going to do some writing. I'm going to be testing out a bunch of inks, doing some ink samples, doing some ink swabs, things like that. Sailor needs to hire Samuel L. Jackson for the HMF. Yeah, exactly. Vesticle H is my Joy Division tribute band. Oh, Lord. I like that one. My Joy Division tribute band was always Soy Division when I worked with Jeff, because Jeff's vegan. So Soy Division was our band. All right. Anything else? I think that's a wrap. Hold on to your butts for tomorrow's podcast. I'm overblowing it. It's just going to be like me rambling. It's not going to be anything important. I just have some thoughts I want to put out there, and I would like to see what your opinions are on my thoughts. Vegan visibility. Let's go. Time to continue my podcast re-listen. I'm only on 349. Whew. That's a big chunk. Brad rambling. Yeah, tomorrow I'm building in a ramble section. I'm going to lay it all out tonight. But tomorrow's podcast is written. Even though it's not technically written, it's written up here. Sounds like it'll be a good background cast. Yeah. Like you can just put it on the background and not have to listen. And then at some point I'll stop talking. 178 on your current re-listen. I would be interesting to hear some notes from a re-listen. Ramble section, the Americana band. I'm down with that. Thanks again for the streams. Makes prep work easier. Yeah, like I've said it 1,000 times. Like I wish I could do longer streams, and I would like to one day get there. Right now, I can't work out extra time to do it. Like we can maybe do like 2 hours some days, but I'm pretty busy right now for the next probably 2 or 3 months. I have a hard time seeing where we're going to go more than like hour and a half streams, but maybe one of these days, So anyway, I think that's it for today, and we'll be back Thursday, and Thursday we'll get out some inks and play around on the Color Desk Folio. I'll get some stamps out too, and we'll do some stamp ink art and that kind of stuff. So that's it for today. Look for your shipping notifications if you haven't received them. I'll send them. I don't know when you'll receive them, but I don't know if I'll get 100% done today, but I think by tomorrow I should get all the Pen Addict orders done. That went in over the weekend. So I appreciate y'all for that. Super good response on the notebook. So that's it. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. I will talk to you Thursday, and then I'll write about it on Friday. So have a good day.